confirms the results of the DNA tests.
Ta statistička vjerovatnoća u ovom slučaju veća od 99,994 koja nam pokazuje koja je to vjerovatnoća da je to upravo on, vaš muž. Žao mi, stvarno smo morali proći sve ovo.
There are signs of life coming back to Srebrenica. In the schoolyard, the children of Muslim refugees mingle with Serb kids. A couple of thousand Muslims have returned to villages around the town. But some Muslim teenagers told me it could still be difficult for them.
Pa sad da je dobro nije, ali šta kad smo se morali, kad je to naše, vratili smo se na naše ovdje, znači da živimo. S početka je bilo malo problema, ali sad već nije, navikli smo se tako da je...
Svi izgleda hoće vanje, ova omladina i većinom ode, ali ovi koji nemaju mogućnosti, koji moraju tu da ostane, oni većinom i ostaju, pa tako i mi. Šta je god bilo, bilo je. Mi nismo krivi djeca, što su naši to roditelji preživjeli, mi se nadamo da nećemo i mi to. Normalno, narod je se plašio kad je se vratio, bojao se opet da neće šta biti, ali mora se dalje živjeti.
At the disco in Srebrenica, the ethnic hatreds of 10 years ago seem like a bad dream. The realities of life on the streets of Srebrenica are still tough, but there are hints of better times. At last, Saliha Osmanovic has some good news. She's just received her identity card, putting an end to her torments over her status. And now, a rich businessman has agreed to build a roof on her old house.
Osjećam se, drago mi je i vratila bi se, čim bi se urodila, ja bi se odmah vratila. Ništa ne bi razmišljala da se ne bi vratila. Ako bi se moglo da urodi, ja bi... Nisam mogla zamisliti, kad sam rekla da hoće da mi rodi, bilo mi je, kad sam došla, kad sam pogledala, vidjela, ja sam se iznenadila, ali ima dobrog naroda opet.
Hasan Nuhanovic is in Holland again to pursue his legal campaign against the Dutch state.
I will never really feel good about it, whatever happens, but you just don't let it go, okay? You don't let them get away with it, whether it's the Serb army or it's the Dutch army.
Okay, Hassan, I have very good news for you because the Court of Appeal has just granted our request to hear witnesses. Finally, you will be able to confront in court 7 witnesses with the questions that are on your mind since 95 about what happened with your family in Srebrenica, and that the Dutch state can be held responsible for their own role, their own acts in July 95 in Srebrenica. I mean,
For me, it's a victory after 10 years of pursuing this case.
Absolutely.
So at last, Hassan will come face to face with the man who ordered his family to leave the refuge of the Dutch base. It will also be his first vital step in mounting a legal case against the Dutch state.
This is one part of justice, and the other part of justice is the International Crimes Tribunal prosecuting war crime suspects.
Finally, at the War Crimes Tribunal in The Hague, where the fact of genocide in Srebrenica was confirmed, Hassan talks about his wider hopes for justice.
We look at this building as the place where we will see justice. And there's no other place on this whole planet where I can see justice being done for us, for the survivors of genocide.
For Hassan and the other survivors of the Srebrenica massacre, the memorial centre at Potocari, just across the road from the old Dutch base, is a vital place of grieving and perhaps of healing. In September 2003, President Bill Clinton came to formally inaugurate the Memorial Centre. He had been president at the time of the massacre in 1995.
Bad people who lusted for power kill these good people simply because of who they were. They sought power through genocide.
In my opinion, he should have come to Potocari to say that he really regrets not doing enough at that time. And actually, he said nothing like that.
But Srebrenica was the beginning of the end of genocide in Europe.
He didn't say a word about his responsibility at the time when the massacre was being committed. I was quite close to him, you know, waiting to hear those words.
The freedom of forgiveness over the prison of hatred. Tomorrow's dreams over yesterday's nightmares.
I just couldn't stand anymore. I had to walk away.